Hello, and welcome to your 48th batch tutorial. This tutorial was brought to you by Root of the Null, also known as Root from nullshell.com. Thank you guys for watching. I really don't know how to do any more introductions, so I'm just gonna go off the top of my head. But hey, we're back with Batch in the Baction, and and all those other B words. And we've been looking with some file system manipulation that we've been doing recently. We checked out working with folders, and now we're gonna move into the actually that's kind of a pun. We're gonna move into the move command and that sort of thing. So let's get the Windows command line ready to go. We're gonna ignore Notepad++ for a little bit. We're gonna neglect her, him, it because we don't want to write a script. I just want to show you guys these commands, how you can work with them, and then it's up to you guys to implement those into your scripts. But let's actually create a new folder. I'll call mine folder. Pretty easy. Let's actually head right in there. And there's nothing in here though. But let's focus on what we actually came here for. Let's check out the move command, and I'm going to show out the help file here. But it is pretty simple. It's MOVE, just like you were spelling move, and let's check out what they have to offer us. Now, it moves files and renames files and directories. Now, you can move files, which is supplying the path, and then another argument that just explains where it is that you want it to go and that sort of thing. You can rename files this way because when you're moving something to something else, if that something else does not happen to exist yet, the something that you originally supplied is gone, and it's just replaced with that something else that you had meant. So it really is kind of essentially renaming something. Now you can rename a directory as well. And we have some tags here that will supply whether or not we want to suppress prompting to confirm whether we want to override anything that's already existing and that sort of thing. And now we have this paragraph down here that you might want to pay attention to, because the switch-y may be present in the copy CMD environment variable. This may be overridden with the -y on the command line, but the default is to prompt an override unless move command is being executed from within a batch script. So when you guys are using move inside of a batch script, you may want to be careful, because it's not going to ask you to override anything that already exists. But you can use some of the stuff that you've learned in the conditional statements when we were looking at like if statements. We can check out if a file exists before we actually go ahead and delete some of the stuff. So if you're making something in the batch script where you need to move or rename a file, make sure you don't accidentally override anything else. But just a heads up. In the meantime, though, let's actually create something cool. We got nothing in this folder here, so let's go ahead and echo out stuff into a file.txt. And if we dir that out, we've got file.txt right here, but we can use move, M-O-V-E, to rename that file. We can call it file.txt, and we'll call it new file.txt. Now if we dir, file.txt is gone, but new file is there because we've just moved it into the same location with just a different name. So we're practically renaming it, though. We could actually move it to a completely different area, though. If we moved new file to the folder above us, the parent directory with our two periods. Oh, and I should use MOVE. Sorry about that. And it'll decide whether we want to overwrite something that's already there. And in our case, yeah, we do want to overwrite that. In fact, no, we don't. I'm just kidding. We do want to supply the -y tag, so I can show you guys that will not ask us this time. And it goes ahead and moves this. It says one file moved and that sort of thing. So we get an output of how much what it is that we're doing here. And if you don't want this, you can actually redirect this to any command or any file, so it looks like it's silent. You don't actually get any output when you run this command. And now we can actually move that right back in here, so we can do move new file .text into here. And it can't find it for some reason, so we're going to go check it out. Oh, my bad. I ran dir. I ran ls rather than dir. So if we get back into folder, we can go ahead and move new file .text right here. And it's not going to find it for us because file.text. Oh, whoopsie daisies. There we go. We're going to have to supply a backslash rather than a forward slash. So if you guys just happen to be pretty comfortable with Linux or Unix and that sort of things, when we normally use forward slashes for different paths in our file system, we're going to have to stick with the Windows standard of using backslashes. Like you can see in our prompt here, we've got backslashes there. So when you're using the move command, that is no exception. I'm sorry for that little flop there, guys, but in all honesty, that did turn out to something pretty cool. Now you guys know for advance that you can just go ahead and do this here. We can use the backslash to reference things in another file in another folder. So that's how we can use the move command. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. If we head back though, we can actually go ahead and move our folder to folder 2. We remove all that. So if we change directory into folder 2, everything is still in there that we already had. New file.txt. The folder just has a different name. That's all there is to it. It's just renaming along with moving. So this command is kind of helpful. It does solve a couple different purposes for us. That's all though. It's pretty easy. You can check out that help file more times if you need to. But here's my little demonstration. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next tutorial, and I hope you'll be sticking with me. Bye.